Hello and welcome to the Fort Hays State University Chat. We're pleased that you could join us today. We are in Hays, Kansas, which is centrally located in the United States. And this will be an informal chat. We have a variety of people here who are anxious to share information about their respective areas and about Fort Hays State University and why we think you should choose to come to Fort Hays State University to continue your education. So with that, I will have our group here introduce themselves, say their name and what area they represent. Christoph?
My name is Christoph. I'm working for the Center for Language and Culture and Internationalization on campus.
My name is Tim Crowley. I'm Dean of the Graduate School and Assistant Provost for Internationalization.
My name is Karen McCullough, and I am the Assistant Director of International Student Services.
And I am Carol Sokowalov, and I am the Director of International Student Services.
My name is Jackie Maxwell. I work in the Registrar's Office, and I process the undergraduate applications for international admissions and the ESL applications for admission as well.
My name is Becky Peterson, and I'm the Director of Residential Life.
Good morning, folks. My name is Mehran Shahidi. I am the Director of English as a Second Language at this wonderful, safe university.
Okay, thank you. To give you some quick facts about Fort Hays State University, we have an enrollment of about 13,000 students. On campus, we have an enrollment of 4,700 students, and the rest of the students in on our campus population are through our distance education program. We have about 420 international students who study at Fort Hays from about 32 different countries. Students can come as a graduate student, undergraduate student, or they can also come to study ESL. To give you a little bit of information about Hays, Kansas, we are a city of about 20,000. It is, again, centrally located in Kansas. It is a very safe and friendly community. International students who study here appreciate the friendliness and the welcoming attitude of the both city and university. So they would look forward to having you join us here in the city of Hays and also Fort Hays State University. To give you a little information about becoming an international student at Fort Hays, I'm going to have Jackie Maxwell talk briefly about the undergraduate application process.
Hello everyone. We do require a one-time application fee of $50, an application to the university. You may apply for an ESL program only, which your duration of stay would be about 9 months, hopefully. And then if you wish to be degree seeking, you can indicate that on the undergraduate application as well. We require official academic transcripts of everything beginning with proof of completion of secondary school, which we call high school. And then if you've attended any post-secondary work, we would require official documents, academic transcripts of that work as well. We do not require an evaluation of the post-secondary work, such as like an international credentialing service, but if you wish to do that, it is beneficial to do so. We have several ways of meeting our English proficiency requirement, which many more details we can cover if you have questions about that as well. We have a very over-encompassing website that describes all of our language requirement, ways of meeting that requirement. And then we would just need a copy of your government-issued ID page, like a passport or visa if you have one already. And then a financial statement showing you have proof of funds for 1 year's study. And that dollar amount currently is a little bit over it's a little under $21,000 for 1 year's study, ESL or academic program study.
Okay. Mehran, would you like to talk a little bit about the English as a Second Language program at Fort Hays?
Absolutely. This university, we started English as a Second Language almost 6 years ago. And we started with 2 students. Now we have more than 100 students from different countries. And I'm very happy to have this diversity at this university, and with the help of internationalization group that is led by Dr. Crowley, we have been doing a good job in welcoming students from all over the world. In our program, we have got 5 levels of English proficiency. One is, we start from A1, which is elementary level. Then we go to, this is the same as that they do in Europe, the same aspect of gaining the required amount of proficiency to be able to perform well in academic classes at Fort Hays State University, no matter you are a graduate or undergraduate student. Then we have level B1, which is an intermediate level of English. Then we have B2 is upper intermediate, and then we have advanced level, that is C1, and the students are supposed to be completing B2 in order to be able to move on to academic classes. As my colleague Ms. Maxwell has just mentioned, the required for TOEFL is 61, and for our graduate school is 79. But when you come over here as pure English as a second language pursuer, we try hard with you with our program. You will see how our instructors going to be involved with you. Sometimes in the evening we have tutoring program and everything. We have different kind of activities. We're going to be involved with domestic students. You're going to be visiting their classes. It's going to be a fun learning the language at the same time being ready to start your academic work at Fort Hays State University. This program really is designed for students who are in need of academic knowledge in American institution, that I'm proud to say that at Fort Hays State University we have got this in hand and it's ready to be given to you who are coming to our school. If you need any more question in detail, I'm at your service.
Thank you, Mayron.
You're welcome.
The academic year at Fort Hays, the fall semester begins in August. The spring semester begins in January, and we do have a summer term that starts in June. The semester is typically a 16-week semester, with the exception of ESL, which ESL is an 8-week program. So a student can complete 2 levels of ESL in the fall semester. They may be able to complete the remaining level or 2 levels during the spring semester. Again, students often may start ESL in the summer, take an 8-week course, and be ready to start their academic program starting the fall semester in August. We do have some application deadlines for undergraduate admission. The deadline is June 1st for a fall admission, and for a spring admission would be October the 15th. Again, students can apply online. It's a very simple process, hopefully easy to navigate the website, and then you can provide the supporting documents for your admission and application, so immigration documents can be created from that information. I would like to have Dr. Crowley now talk about the graduate school.
Hello, everyone. Our graduate school has about 2,000 students, and about 450 of them are here on the Hays campus here at Fort Hays. We are a master's only institution. We don't grant doctoral degrees here at Fort Hays, so if you're interested in a good place to earn a master's degree, Fort Hays is a great place to stop off and spend 2 years of your life with us, and we'll further help with, be happy to help you further your educational goals. Just like the undergraduate side, we also require a $50 application fee, and 2 of the pieces that Jackie mentioned are also required for us as well. Proof of financial ability to study here for a year. At the graduate level, that is $18,500. a little bit less than the undergraduate side, but on the graduate side, we take less hours tuition there. The other piece that is important is the English ability, which Ron mentioned. We do require the equivalent of TOEFL IBT 79, IELTS band score 6.5. We also accept a couple of other tests and ways to meet that requirement. I want to go into our programs just a little bit here because you're probably interested in coming to graduate school for programming. We have most programs here at the university except for engineering. We do not offer engineering here at Fort Hays, or professional schools like law or medicine, those types of disciplines. We do offer programs in arts and humanities, sciences, business. That may be a popular choice. MBA is a popular program with international students here at Fort Hays. Also, health and life sciences. We do have programs in areas like biology, speech language pathology. Health and human performance may be of interest to you. We also have a new program that we're pretty excited about, which is called Professional Studies. And this is most of our IT-based programs are housed in this program. The credential you would earn would be a Master of Professional Studies, MPS. This program has grown rapidly in recent years, and so we do have nice opportunities there if you're interested in studying IT at our university, or are interested in an area like public health administration is another area of that degree that we're excited about. I guess I can talk about some of the things we do at the graduate level. We do have graduate teaching assistantships. Christoph here is an example of what one looks like. So we do have graduate teaching assistantships available for international students. They are fairly competitive, but we have about 80 of these GTAs here per year. That's a nice way to come study in the United States. It's it's not a great salary. It's $7,000 stipend, but the benefit comes in the area of tuition. It is 9 hours per semester of tuition assistance, and also we have about 80 other graduate assistantship positions in other units across the university that can earn a stipend as well as get the benefit of conversion from non-resident tuition to resident tuition, which is about 1/3 of the cost. It brings that down. We also have quite a bit of work study opportunities. Our graduate students, maybe Christoph will talk a little bit about the work study opportunities for international students in the Center for Language and Culture. But I think I'll stop there and let someone else talk.
Okay. Again, our on-campus enrollment is about 4,700 students, which allows for a very good faculty-to-student ratio. It's probably about a 1 faculty member to every 17 students, which is very good for international students because it gives you the ability to get to know your professors. It gives you the ability to be able to get outside help from your professors, who are typically full professors. And also, it gives you the opportunity to do research with faculty that maybe at a larger university you wouldn't have the opportunity to do. Fort Hays is a very student-oriented campus, and our goal is to make students successful academically and then professionally once they leave our university. So we want you to know that you will get a very personal attention once you come to campus, and we have a lot of services that are available to help students, and most of them are free, which is always good for students to know. And so one of those opportunities we provide to international students is an international seminar class. And I'm going to let Karen talk about the benefits and what students who take that class can gain from it.
We offer for new international students orientation class geared specifically for new international students to the United States. It is a 0 credit class, and it also doesn't cost international students. It is free. It's an 8-week course. We meet twice a week, and we help new international students learn about the U.S. education system. We learn about time management, research, and several of the different services that are provided on campus. We take a tour of the library, and we also learn about American culture, some history of the university, and our state of Kansas. So it's a really great opportunity for us to meet the new international students and work with them individually to help them learn about Fort Hays and our class environment.
I think sometimes the question when we talk about Hays being located in the middle of Kansas would be, well, how do I get to your university? Hays does have a regional airport that has flights in from Denver, which is an international airport. When new students arrive in August, we provide charter bus transportation from the Denver airport to Hays. So we understand that logistically, while we may be a little difficult to get to, we are in a great location if you are wanting to get to either, again, an international airport in Denver or in Kansas City. Another question students may want to know is, what are my living options like once I come to your campus? And so the Director of Residential Life will talk to you about housing options and what you can expect.
Hi everyone. When you come to campus, we have a variety of housing options for you to stay in. We have our traditional residence halls, which are 2 people to a room with a common shared bathroom down the hall. It's by far the most popular option, and we do have a lot of international students who stay there. It allows you to get to know American students as well as their activities planned, where you can interact with others, learn more about campus, and have some fun together. That option, including a full meal plan in which you can eat in the cafeteria, just runs just under $8,000 for the entire year. It allows you to live with someone else, share a living space. The rooms are fairly large, and it's a good experience. We also have apartment-style living, where you can share an apartment with another student or live on your own. Some of those apartments are both furnished or unfurnished. Those spaces are typically first come, first serve, and so our students who apply earlier in the year get those spaces. There is an application process. Once you are accepted to the university, you'll go in through your Tiger Track system, an online portal, and apply for housing. There's a one-time $35 application fee for each year that you live on campus, and so that'll allow you to choose your rooming preferences, select if you're interested in a specific roommate, and then make your choices from there. We are happy to accommodate international students. We have a large number that live with us every year, and they have great experiences. It is nice to live on campus because you are so close to your classes. You get to meet other people and be connected to Fort Hays. Our living options are very close to the football stadium, so that's attractive as well for our students. In terms of prices and different specifics to the accommodation, you can go onto the Residential Life webpage off of Fort Hays, and you'll be able to get some more specific information.
Becky had talked about the football stadium. As a Fort Hays student, you have the option to go to a lot of activities on campus, whether it's varsity athletics. We have a very extensive wellness center. We have a very large recreation program, and a lot of different speakers and programs that come to the university for all students. And again, those are typically free for our all of our students here. Fort Hays, our mascot is the tiger, So when we talk about the tiger a lot, that is our official mascot for the university. I would like Christoph to talk as a current student regarding his experience and just some general information.
Good morning, guys. I'm gonna start. I see that we have already the first question that popped up on the screen, so I'm gonna start answering them. Good morning, Ara. I read about your question about admission and regarding scholarships. I see a lot of people have questions regarding scholarships. You might be seeking admission here, which I strongly recommend you to do. Though every information regarding scholarships will be found on the website of our university, www.fhsu.edu, and you will find a very, very detailed list of all the scholarship that we have, because we offer a outrageous number of scholarships which you might be interested in and for which you might be eligible. So I strongly recommend that you have a look in those on the website, where you will find all the details. Good morning, Pardy. Hope you're doing good. We're all doing good here. It's our first conference. We're all happy to meet you guys, or meet as much as we can. You have a question regarding scholarship for undergraduates. Will they cover the tuition fees? Some scholarship might be doing so. You will have first to apply for a program, and just like I said to Ara, you will also have to look on the website, which is www.fhsu.edu. Yes, all good. And you will for the list of all the scholarships. Good.
International students, while there is the list of scholarships, there may be certain requirements, so you want to make sure that you would fall under what the requirements might be. Oftentimes it's difficult for international students to apply for the scholarships through the website, because you may have to have a social security number or some type of an ID. International students are allowed to work on campus, and there are a number of on-campus job opportunities that, again, our students will take advantage of. And so there are some opportunities for you to help finance your education once you come to campus. Again, the scholarships are very competitive, so I wouldn't recommend relying on them solely for to support your education, at least for the first year. But once you're here, then it gives you the opportunity to explore what scholarships you may fit the requirements for. So again, as Christoph said, there are some scholarships, but there are opportunities for on-campus work as well for students to make some money. So
Definitely. Which also answered the question of Yassine from Tunisia regarding the scholarship. So I hope we answered your question about the scholarship, the requirement, and also the on-campus job. And to finish, I see there is a question from Juan. Do you have any department for science and technology that include robotics? Yes, we have two. We have the physics department that is directed by Dr. Gavin Buffington, that will be related to what you're searching, or the Department of Geosciences that is directed by Dr. John Heinrich. So you will be able to find what you're looking for at Fort Hays State University. Now let me talk about. I have several hats here. So I've been an international student. I'm also working as the graduate teaching assistant for Dr. Crowley, and I'm working toward internationalization on campus. This is a great place to be for international students. You here will be having a one of a kind experience, and definitely probably one of the best experience you can get in the United States. The Midwest will offer you many things, and so this university will be very welcoming. We are a world-oriented university, which means we're making a lot of efforts toward internationalization. As Carol said earlier, we're also the size of the university, the size of the town, the size of the university, the size of the town the great location that we have makes Fort Hays State University a student-oriented university. This is the reason why here you will be able to be provided a lot of services, a lot of help, everything that will make your experience better than if you go in some other bigger university, which will kind of look like factories. We'll have like a factory process, and you would be just a number. Here you're a name, you're a face, and we provide you the best service we can for you as a person. Toward internationalization, we work a lot. We're working a lot in developing the experience for our international students with a great English as a second language program. We also have a lot of services that are offered to international students for help. We provide them help regarding requirements for scholarship or regarding on-campus job. We also provide them opportunities for them to discover the region with excursions and a lot of different activities that you will be able to do through the university here. So we want you to enjoy your experience at Fort Hays State University. That's one thing for sure. But we also want you to enjoy the Midwest, your experience. We don't want you to limit your experience only on the limits of campus. We want you to enjoy your experience on a larger scale in the state of Kansas and in the United States with all the activities and excursions that we provide. So we're here to make your time in the United States the best as it can be. And so it was for me. I came here as an international student a year and a half ago, and I don't want to leave, and which was unexpected because a lot of people make I would put it between quotes the mistake of choosing bigger cities, of choosing bigger university, but the service that is provided in those universities is not as good quality-wise as the service that we're providing here. We're very, very good in providing an outstanding service to the customer and to the international students.
Do you want to say that they can feel at home?
Exactly. Just Midwest in general, geographic area, but Fort Hays State University is just a place where you feel at home, where you feel like a tiger.
Absolutely.
I would echo what Christophe said. We have had students who have come, have gotten their undergraduate degree, and maybe gone on to another school for graduate program. And one of the first comments they will make when they contact our office again is they didn't realize how friendly and accommodating Fort Hays was until they went to a larger university. They weren't able to come to the international office and see an international advisor easily. They weren't able to talk to their faculty or their advisor easily. And so they had a greater appreciation for, again, the personal attention they got and the size of Fort Hays State University, and quite honestly that everybody cares from the president to every office that you walk into. So again, I would echo what Christophe says, that I'm not just saying that because we're in the international office. I've had a number of students who have realized that and made that comment. So
I'll finish and make a quick note about what Dr. Crowley said earlier about international students. We were talking about graduate assistantship. As Dr. Crowley said, the stipend may not be great, but I insist on what you need to do is being very pragmatic and know what he's offered here is a one of a lifetime chance. You get the chance to come to a great university. Fort Hays State is one of the greatest university in terms of competition, which means Fort Hays State is a very, very affordable university, and out of this very affordable university you get an outstanding degree. This said, you get a chance to come in this great institution that is our university and to get a master's degree for which you will not pay, almost not pay any tuition fees. Which means if you're a degree-seeking person, you finish your undergrad in any university in the world, most likely you will get the opportunity or the requirements. You will be able to meet the requirements to come to our university, and you will be maybe upon your skill you will be able to get selected to get a graduate assistantship. Will make you get a master from a great American institution, almost free of charge, which is very, very interesting.
Thank you, Christoph. Maybe you could add a little bit about the center here. One of the things we like for international students to help us with is in the language tutoring area. You want to talk a little bit about your services that the center provides and the ways that international students can help our American students learn about language and culture in other places.
As Dr. Crowley mentioned, we have here a center open, which is called the Center for Language and Culture, which is the entity I'm working for as the graduate teaching assistant for Dr. Crowley. The center is bringing internationalization on campus. It is very, very important that nowadays everybody get more international, and we understood that this is a priority, and we made it a priority at Fort Hays State University, which is why it is very interesting for you to consider being here. We have plenty of opportunities for international students, for them to have a great experience, but also to be in contact with the culture, also to help, also to get an on-campus job at the Center for Language and Culture. We're hosting tutorings. For English for international. So if you come here, if you need help for your English on the parallel of the English as a second language department, you will be able, with the Center of Language and Culture, to be provided tutoring, individual tutoring for free to better your English, conversational or writing English. You will also be able to get opportunities to work in your own language, to be doing conversation, to be hosting a conversational table for the member of Fort Hays State University, students, faculty, but also the member of the whole community on a larger scale. You will be also able to find opportunities for you to work as an individual tutor for the host students, the United States students that are willing to learn about your language, about your culture. So you have plenty of opportunities for you to get a job on campus. Also, for you to get a close encounter with a U.S. student and to learn about the culture, which is very, very interesting. Especially if you're seeking for a job after your degree. This is something that is necessary for you, and this is something that you will be able to be provided here. And I insist on the fact that this type of interaction, this type of encounter, this type of insight of the American culture, you will not be able to get it in bigger cities, on larger scale university, for example, Division I university, where you will find 30,000 people. You're just a number in the crowd, whereas here you will see Mehran on campus. He remembers each of the name of his students, and you will not be just a number, but you also will be a face, and the service will be provided to you as best as we can.
Thank you, Christoph.
Mehran?
I would like to. Fort Hays State University is a family, my friends. I just want to let you know that you walk into the second family by coming to our school. This is a family school, and I consider myself in my own program a part of a family at the grand Fort Hays family. So in my program, in our program, ESL program, I and the assistant that I have and the senior teachers, we give our personal cell phone to the students, and they can be in touch with us any time of the day that they want to. But the reason we do that, because we feel as the new parents of those students, and when they come here, they really feel free. Not only they talk to me about their personal problems that they might have in adjusting to life in America, they are very welcome in our program. At the same time, in Ms. Soko's office, they are really, the open door policy is a factor that we have, starting from our president all the way to the lowest level of the management. I just want to let you know that one story I have about one student, that student has left and now he is in China, and he graduated, he's working in a bank now in China, and I'm in touch with that person, and he was the one who came to this country, and he had a passing score in one of the proficiency exams. After, because there's sometime passing an exam doesn't mean that you can really enjoy your time in an academic class. You may have some problems writing, problems listening, following the lectures. So I suggested that person to take ESL classes. At the beginning, he was a bit stubborn. He decided no teacher, but finally he got it. And now he is in touch with me, and he is very happy that he was with me only for 4 months actually. And he was a graduate student, and he did a perfect job. Now he's making good salary in one of the good banks in one of the cities in China. I want to say that ESL program is not only teaches you English, it teaches you how to be academic in an American institution. I just want to mention this. So.
And in regards to the ESL program, again, it is an 8-week program. So while the typical application deadline for an academic semester may be June 1 or August 15th, there are alternate deadlines for a mid-semester session start date for ESL. So if you're thinking, oh, it's too late for me to apply for the spring semester if I want to come and study ESL, actually you could come and start in March. So it's not too late to still come and join us in the spring semester. Again, we have all of the application deadlines and information on the website, so I would encourage you to check those out. Mayron had indicated that his staff gives out their cell phone to their students. The International Student Services Office has an after-hours cell phone that either Karen or myself have. So if a student has a problem or an emergency on the weekend, they can call us on the cell phone, and we can help them. Students typically use that at the beginning of the semester when they're traveling to campus, because maybe a flight gets delayed and they're a little panicked that they're going to miss the charter bus in Denver. So again, it's another service that we feel is really important to students, because we know it's a big decision that you and your families, quite honestly, are making for you to come and study in the U.S. And your families are concerned with, what's the cost going to be? What is the education my son or daughter is going to get? But more importantly, are they going to be safe, and is the university going to take care of them? And we would hope we could assure your family that, if you come to our university, that we will take very good care of you, both personally and academically. So your time here would be very, very well spent. In regards to the Hayes community, we have what's called Tiger Transport that runs from campus to the mall and Walmart. It's free. For students, it runs 3 days a week. And so students can get on Tiger Transport, they can go shop, they can get things they need from the store. If they go to the mall, there's a little Chinese restaurant that's in there. There's also the movie theater is there. So there are some opportunities for students, if you don't have a car, for you to be able to get into the community and to purchase things you need. Campus is also located relatively close to our downtown area, where students can walk or get a bicycle and explore the city and do some shopping or go out to eat. We know that a lot of international students want to work on their English, and so there are opportunities for you to interact with Americans to increase and practice your English. Again, a lot of on-campus activities. We know you're coming to be a student, but I'm a firm believer that you need to have a balance between academics and some social fun things. And so we provide those opportunities for you as well. A lot of students will come and they'll want to get a driver's license while they're in the U.S. We take that very seriously because we believe that driving is a privilege. And so we hold some workshops for students who want to get a driver's license to kind of go over the rules, what the process is, because it's much different in the U.S. to get a driver's license than it is in other countries. So our office tries to provide those type of information programs that allow students to come, to get informed about what all goes into getting a driver's license, buying a car, getting insurance. We have a student health center on campus, so if you get sick, you can go and see a nurse. There is a doctor who's on staff. It is very affordable. Because some of the student fees go to help support that. All international students are required to have health insurance, and so we kind of help students navigate the American healthcare system, which again is much different than a lot of places where students may come from. We have a bank on campus that has the ability to accept wire transfers. It's very convenient for students to walk into our Memorial Union, to go to the bank, to open an account, to have money wired to them, to maybe get a debit card or credit card. So again, everything we do, we try to make as easy for students as possible. We cover all of those things during our week-long orientation, so hopefully after that time, students feel more at home on campus and know who to ask if they have a question.
One little thing I want to say, sorry about that. It's a very short thing. I just want to say, at Fort Hays State University, my friends, we are here for you. You are not coming here for us. Don't ever forget that. We host you, and we would like to take care of you all the way through your education.
Dr. Crowley, do you have some things to add?
Sorry, I need to step out just for a minute, I'm sorry.
I know that some of you have maybe some additional questions that I think we'll continue to talk about some things here, but if you have questions, please feel free to ask them. We're happy to answer them for you. I know the question about how can I finance my education, we've talked about that. Again, what does a typical class size look like? Again, our class sizes are relatively small. It's easy for you to interact with the faculty who are here. One of the things that our faculty really encourage and expect is that students will talk in class. And so they really encourage not only small group discussion, but group projects. So don't let that intimidate you, because it's a very good skill to learn. Once you get out and graduate and are looking for a job, employers are wanting students who have those skills. And so for students who are at the end of their academic program and they want to stay in the U.S. and maybe work for a year, we provide workshops on how to apply for optional practical training, which again allows a student to work for 12 months. During that time, maybe the employer will say, you know, we really like what you are doing for us and we'd like to sponsor you for a work visa. So there are certainly opportunities to not only work on campus, but once a student finishes their degree as well. And our office, again, coordinates information meetings to give students the applications and the information they need to answer any of those questions and to fill those applications out. Once a student is admitted to Fort Hays, obviously you would need to get a visa to come to the United States, and the admission documents really outline all of the steps that you would need to do, from application to admission to getting your visa to making travel arrangements to Fort Hays to securing your housing. All to the point of even starting to pick your classes before you come to campus. So again, we believe in a lot of direct communication with students. We want to answer any questions that students have, so they're not surprised when they arrive. So again, if there are things that you are interested in, we can answer now. Please ask.
Merci.
Currently, we have about 420 international students total on our campus from 32 different countries. Typically, in the fall semester, which starts our academic year, we welcome anywhere from 150 to 175 new international students. So you would be in a group of a lot of new students. But again, whether you're a group of 1 or a group of 50, each of you are important to us, and we want to make sure that your transition to Fort Hays and Hays is an easy one. So we have a very high graduation rate. We will have students graduating in December who again are in the process now of wanting to put a resume together, develop some interviewing skills, look for some jobs, and our Career Services Office is here to assist them with those type of skills as well. So again, Christoph maybe can talk about some of the services or things that he has utilized while he's been here.
I'm gonna keep on answering Yassine's question from Tunisia. Carol was answering. So 420 international students. Great individual service that we provide to each one of them, me included, because I'm still an international student here. You've been to you said you've been to Independence. You were a student, foreign exchange student in Independence, which is by Kansas City, Missouri. I've been there. I like the place. I've been there. So you said that you wanted to, so this is the number of international students we have here. As we said earlier, that's a very, very home university. That's a place you feel at home. That's not like a crowd which is good. I think we have a great size of the international student population. Now you're also asking about the scholarships, which was what we said before. All the information about the scholarships can be found on our website, www.fhsu.edu. You will find all the information. You might be looking, as Carol said earlier, for the requirements, because as an international student, I understand, and we all understand, that we are having some very different situation from the typical student from the United States regarding the visa or the regulation. So you might want to check for that on the website. But also for the work on campus, you have, as an international student, opportunities to work on campus. You have with the visa regulation opportunity to work up to 20 hours on campus, and if you're a master degree seeking, you will have opportunity for you to apply for a graduate teaching assistantship, which will provide you a stipend as well as some outstanding benefit toward that will go toward your tuition fees. You can get a master almost for free of charge. So I hope this answers your question. I'll get back to what Carol said earlier about services for international students. I mean, we all understand that going to a foreign country and going away from the family is something that is really, really hard. Sometimes you might feel like you'd be hitting a rock, because you're here, you're meeting some problems, and you don't have nobody to talk to or nobody to refer to. That is one of our strongest assets, is that Fort Hays State University, you're never alone. You're never alone. You always have a number to call, a person to see for each type of problem that you might have. As Carol and Karen said, we have an emergency line, after hours phone. So if you're not able to reach the office hours on campus, you always be able to give a call to that person regarding any of the problem. We'll get you through process, or put you directly in contact with the person that will be dealing the best way they can with your problem. You will also have with Meran and the ESL department, or either with the Center for Language and Culture, help towards academics. So help with your English, help with your classes, the center or the Center for Language and Culture or the Office for Employment on campus will be able to provide you the best help they can to be able to find a job, because once again we understand, as I see with all the question, we understand that it's really a matter financial, there's like a lot of financial question regarding it. Regarding that, as an international student, I had the experience that it was really hard. It's really hard when you come to the United States and you have to maintain your own financial sustainability, but it is very strongly possible to do it here, because I do it so myself with the help of all the services that are provided on campus. Center for Language and Culture, graduate teaching assistantship, the Office for Employment. There is a possibility for you to maintain your own financial sustainability here. And I see that we have 10 minutes left. So I'm just gonna share quickly 1 minute about my experience. I'm 28 years old. I'm finishing my master's degree here. I've been traveling thanks to universities. I've been traveling thanks to university 3 years and a half now. I've attended 4 universities in 3 different countries, and this is by far the best university I've been hosted at. From an affordable and academic point of view, this will be hard to find a competition with Fort Hays, because we're providing affordable education and a great degree. You have a student-teacher ratio, which is one teacher for 17 students. The teachers know your name. They will give you their personal email. They get back. I didn't find any. I have, as an international student, I have plenty of questions for the teachers. None of the teachers took more than 24 hours to answer to me. They also answer on the weekend most of the time. It is a very personal service that is provided here, as well as for international students. There is a lot of concern for Hays State University. I definitely understand what are the struggles of being an international student on campus. There are also workers like me, like Maren, that are coming from foreign countries that do have been through the same struggle that you might go through. You are never left alone, and because of those strengths, we're able to provide you a better service than most of the universities in this country. This is why you really need to consider our university to enroll. You will have everything you're looking for and so much more.
I would, again, echo what Christophe has said. Once students leave Fort Hays, we don't consider, okay, you've graduated, you're done. We have students who have graduated several years, who are working, who contact us and have questions. How do I get my transcript? Can you give me some information about an immigration attorney? And, we don't look at a student as once you're graduated, you're done. If we can help a student, we will help them, whether they're here a semester or they're here 2 years and they've graduated and moved on, because we really feel like they're part of the Tiger family. As Mayron said, we do consider ourselves to be a family here, and we would love to have you join our family. I'll give you an example. We talked about the driver's license. Every semester, Karen and I work with students who get a ticket. And it would be very easy for us to say, figure this out on your own. But, we sit down with the student, we talk about the ticket, what they need to do. I've gone to the courthouse with students. Again, our job, we don't consider to be an 8 to 4:30 job. If students need help and it's outside that time, we really feel like, we have a responsibility, and we want to help students to feel welcome and secure on not only campus but in the Hays community. So again, we really welcome you to become part of our Tiger family.
One more thing about this family that you said. I had a student here, his name was Nicholas, if you recall. He just sent me an email about maybe a week ago. He invited me to his wedding. He's getting married in China this summer, and he wants me to be there. He hasn't forgotten us, and I'm in touch with him. This is a family that we even make a groom of one of the students.
I think it's important to note that Fort Hays values technology, and so there are some benefits of being a student on campus. We have a wireless network, so anywhere that you're on campus, you have access to the internet for free. Students who live in our residence halls, they have the opportunity to watch television on their mobile devices now. That's a new feature that Fort Hays rolled out. So students might be sitting in class and they can watch TV on their smartphone or their laptop, or they can do assignments through the television. We know technology is important to students. All of our classes have wireless internet access. They're also integrated with the latest technology, so faculty have access to the internet, to all kinds of different teaching advices. We also do utilize some online components within our on-campus classes, so you'll be learning in a lot of different modalities here at Fort Hays, and so you'll be learning new technologies, and Fort Hays is always on the cutting edge of technology.
Again, if you have looked at our site at all, you will notice that our tagline is forward thinking, world ready. And we really believe that, or we hope that students who will come will leave with a feeling that they are world ready to go out to get a great degree, and hopefully they will be able to attribute some of that to their time at Fort Hays State University.
High tech, high touch. Yeah.
Yeah, and for students, if you don't feel very technologically advanced, there is a center in the library that's dedicated just for students. There are staff there who can help you create a presentation, check out media equipment, and the staff at that center is very great. And then our library in general has very extended hours. International students spend much of their time in the library studying. The staff is available to answer questions, to help students learn about research. And so many of the international students end up spending a lot of time in the library, but we have a lot of resources within our library and through the internet and our interlibrary loan system.
Do you offer electrical engineering course?
I
We
don't
have
believe-
pre-engineering
Yeah,
classes.
we have pre-engineering courses, but we do not offer an electrical engineering degree. We have a number of pre-professional degrees, is what we call them, where students will come. They will take maybe 2 to 3 years, and then they will transfer to a university to complete that major. Again, it's a very good opportunity to build the foundation for students who we know may want to only spend a short period of time with us and then move on to another university. Again, our office works with students if they are at that point where they're pre-professional, they're coming, maybe they want to do, again, pre-engineering. They'll do 2 years with us, and then they apply to a university. We can help them with that transfer to another university.
We'll talk about OPT.
Yeah, and we've already talked about optional practical training, and there's also the opportunity if a student gets an internship to do what's called curricular practical training. And again, our whole goal is in the international office to make sure that you are given every opportunity that is available to you as an international student, and that it doesn't violate your immigration status, because again, you are here on a student visa, and so the government's expectation is that you are here as a student first. But we know that there are a lot of things that students want to experience while they're here. We just want to guide them in the correct direction to do that. Okay.
To finish, we have our last 2 minutes. I mean, there's not any other question on the screen that I can see popping up.
Yeah.
Yes, we have one last question. Simon, is this diploma in Is this diploma in electrical, and how long does it take? As we said, Simon, we have pre-engineering classes, so you will be able to find some classes, but that will be oriented toward you transferring after being a part of our family, which as we said, you will never leave.
In the Department of Physics.
In the Department of Physics with Dr. Gavin Buffington. So you will be able to find all the information on the website as well. For the last minute, we can say that Thank you very much for attending our presentation toward Fort Hays State University. We really hope to hear from you soon with further questions. If you need, please check our website www.fhsu.edu. You will be able to find most of the information or contact information over there, and we strongly recommend that you guys check us out on the website, because we're a very good university. Once again, I can say it because that's not how I think we are.
He has changed 3 universities, Fred, and said this is the best now.
So-
Again, we want to thank you for joining our chat, and have a great day.
Bye.